Hello and welcome at the Wawazen Waterwall School. Today the question, can you use pool water for your water wall inside or outside? I've had a meeting yesterday about 1 hour with a man from Thailand who wants to build a waterfall at his outdoor pool, and the question was, can he use the pool water for that waterfall, for that water wall? And actually it depends on what kind of material you want to use the water wall. So are you going to use stone, or are you going to use steel, or for example glass? And first he was thinking about glass, but the problem is that pool water, and I just assured myself about that, pool water usually is not decalcified. I just talked with Richard from Sparflow in the United Kingdom, who is a professional in building stainless steel pools and who also builds giant indoor waterfalls. I just talked with him and asked him, how do you deal with calcification? And he told me there's actually, it's a problem in the pool business. You always have this scum line, the line at the water level where you will find limescale. And the problem is, if you are building an indoor waterfall at your pool and using pool water, you will also have limescale there, especially if you use on and off operation, which means you turn your waterfall on when you go swimming and then you turn it off, because every time you turn it off, there where the water then will evaporate, there will stay small traces of limescale. Whereas if you have permanent operation 24/7, you will find less limescale strains on your waterfall. So using a glass slab for pool water is going to be difficult regarding the calcification and limescale. And then I would recommend to use a separate circulation, which means you will use decalcified water for the indoor waterfall, and then you avoid limescale, and you don't use the pool water for your indoor waterfall. So that's being said, if you use a stone slab for your indoor waterfall, it might be different, because on a stone slab you don't see the lime traces as fast as you would see them on a glass slab, like here in the background. That's why if you use a stone slab or another material where calcification is not visible so fast, then you might use pool water. But you still have to consider that you need to be able to decalcify or remove the calcification of that surface. So if you watch this example here in the background, as you can see, this glass slab is pretty hardly accessible. So if you want to clean this slab, you need to build a kind of support and console so that you can access the glass slab in order to clean it. The same goes for your indoor waterfall if you use pool water. So if you want to do a decalcification, you will need to use decalcifier. But how do you apply the decalcifier on your water wall without polluting the pool water? So when you plan your outdoor or indoor water wall for your pool, you should consider a possibility to separate the water and the decalcifier which will be applied to the surface from the pool water. So you can do this here in these overflow gutters around your pool. So if you create a separation, then when you do the decalcification, you apply the decalcifier, but you close those gutters down here so that the decalcifier will not be mixed up with the pool water, and then you can clean the limescale and the calcification of your pool without polluting the pool water. And that means actually, yes, you can use pool water for your indoor waterfall if you prepare yourself to do the decalcification without polluting the pool water. How much decalcification can you expect? Well, it depends on the grade of calcium which you have in your water, and it also depends on the operation mode. So if you have it 24/7 or just when you turn it off and on when you use it in the waterfall. So these are factors you should consider when you plan your pool waterfall. How will you remove the calcification? And if it's outdoor, also how will you remove other dirt and things that might be sitting on your surface and on your waterfall. So I hope that helps planning your pool waterfall. If you are planning such a project, please contact me. I would be glad to help you, to offer you some solutions. Because as Richard, for example, told me just 1 hour ago, he's actually using a special chemical to remove the calcification scum line at the water level, which does not affect the pool water. I think it depends on the grade or amount of calcification you have at that scum line, for example, and that would also apply then for your water wall. So if you don't have so many limescale, and if you clean it on a regular base, if you have personnel who can do that on a regular base, then you can go with pool water, and you just have to remove frequently the limescale. But if you don't have so much personnel and you want to avoid limescale, then I would recommend to separate the water circulations and to use a separate reverse osmosis that produces lime-free water only for your indoor waterfall, and have your other water treatment only for your